Hey guys, so today I want to do a quick little video here comparing the specs here a little bit on the brand new iPhone 6 versus, let's say, the Galaxy S5, which is a pretty popular Android smartphone to date. So I did already videos that Apple unveiled the iPhone 6 and an iPhone 6 Plus today, but let's compare it here against the S5. So we do have the specs right here, and we do have them side by side. So to start off here with the main things, which is interesting here, is the thickness of the device. The brand new iPhone is 6.9 millimeters in thickness, so it's thinner than the current Galaxy S5, which is 8.1 millimeters. So I mean, that's a big deal there, right there. It's gonna feel way better in your hand. We do have some other things here. The Galaxy S5 is bigger, 5.1 inch versus 4.7 inch. Even though 4.7 inch is a big step up for Apple, has like a 720p display, like 750 times 1334. So still Retina HD display, but still no match for in terms of pixel density compared to the Galaxy S5's 1080p display with Super AMOLED technology. And with the 400 plus PPI versus 300 plus PPI. Now, both are very, very good, and you're probably not going to see difference there in 95% of the cases. Here's what's interesting about in terms of storage options, that the brand new iPhone 6 is not going to be a Wellman 32 GB variant, but 16, 64, and 128 GB variants. Obviously, they want you to buy the 128 GB variant, which is going to cost you a lot of money. Depending on where you live. If you live in the US, probably not going to be that bad. But the Galaxy S5 comes in 1632 GB variants, 2 GB of RAM, so 1 GB of extra RAM there. And I should also mention, I mean, in terms of design and everything, of course, some of the key things here is, I mean, I'm gonna say, the Galaxy S5 definitely feels like a toy, and Samsung is working on it, working on improving their quality of their phones, and coming out now with the Galaxy Note 4, which should be a big step up with the metal design, and also with the Galaxy Alpha, also more of like a premium design there. That's definitely going to be nice to see, because the Galaxy S5 definitely feels like a toy, and that little flap at the bottom of the phone, mine got destroyed, so it was kind of like a failure device, I think. But it was water resistant and dust resistant, and that was very, very nice. That's definitely not something that the iPhone 6 is. No, you are not going to get it waterproof. But then again, we get a very, very nice design overall, rounded off design. Also, we have some advantage here for the S5, 60 megapixel camera versus only 8 megapixel camera, even though on the iPhone 6. But they have they say at least that they have made it better, like sensors and everything inside of the camera. But then again, I didn't see a major difference between the iPhone 5 and the 5S camera, and they kind of said the same things there. It wasn't really a big thing. You have, though, recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is quite nice, even though that's something also you have in the S5. But you also do get 720p recording at 240 FPS, which is better than the current S5, which could be interesting for slow motion video. The Galaxy S5 have a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, so 1.2 megapixel here on the iPhone. We also do get, of course, iOS 8 versus Android 4.2 KitKat. Today, Apple also released iOS 8 GM edition. And then we have Snapdragon 801, which is currently the latest chipset in Android, which is performing very, very well. And Apple's new Apple A8 chipset is, they have upgraded it. And they have probably some kind of CPU upgrades and probably GPU upgrades compared to the last generation. We do have quad-core 2.5 GHz Crate 400 inside of the S5 and Adreno 330 GPU, which is performing mostly good and well. But in terms of every single game, you're not going to get a great experience with Adreno 330 because of like Android fragmentation and stuff. But with Apple that all of the apps and everything's going to run awesome. So that's a major advantage for Apple. Then we have 2800 milliamp battery inside of the S5, and I think it was 1800 milliamps inside of the iPhone 6. Now, the bigger brother, the iPhone 6 Plus, should have a bigger battery, I've heard, and that's why it's a little bit thicker. Oh yeah, I actually don't think this one, the iPhone 6, got the camera upgrades. It was only the like optimal image stabilization. I only think that was for the iPhone 6 Plus, so it might not even have that. You can see though, superior design, very nice design. Definitely reminds about the Apple Touch design, which was amazing. I think that was the device Apple released like 2011 or something. This device is going to be out on September 19th, and that's only going to be in some countries, and then probably in October we're probably going to see an iPhone 6 and 6 Plus launch in other places. So you just have to wait and stay tuned for that, and we'll see how it is in action. Of course, you still have the Touch ID with new Apple Pay, which is pretty nice. We do have Samsung's fingerprint sensor as well. And we do have Samsung's heart rate sensor here at the back. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here. Which one do you prefer? Good question. Peace out.